So there's still not too much to talk about in the world of F1, so it's time for another Reddit video. I don't know how well this is going to go because the last Reddit video I uploaded, I'm recording this one before I've even uploaded it. So let's just see how it goes. Honda plans to develop 2026 F1 powertrain until very last moments. You know, Honda can never decide if they want to be an F1 or if they don't want to be an F1. Because when was it? Was it 2021 or 2022 when they decided to leave the sport? And now already they're planning on coming back. I know they've been involved in the last few years because basically Red Bull's engine, even though Red Bull say it's not, it's basically Honda's engine. So Honda have still been in the sport the last few years, but officially they haven't. But it's like they'll have 5 years in the sport, 10 years off, and then another 5 years in. They don't make sense. They need to decide if they want to be an F1 or if they don't want to be an F1. Because it's very confusing and it's doing my head in quite a lot. First impressions of the F1 movie had teams concerned about their portrayal. Since we teamed up with Mercedes, other teams said, wait a second, this movie is going to be about Mercedes and we are going to look bad. To be fair, I can kind of understand where this is coming from. Who said it? Jerry... Oh, I'm not pronouncing that. Jerry Bruckheimer. Right, I think I might have got that right. On teams' concerns for the F1 movie. Who is Jerry Bruckheimer? I've got no clue. Jerry... Oh, he's a film producer. Right. Okay, but I probably should have known that because I'm guessing he's the producer for the F1 movie. So the fact I didn't know that is probably quite bad. But anyway, yeah, I can kind of understand that because obviously Lewis Hamilton's quite involved with the movie, and at the time the movie was being recorded, Hamilton was still at Mercedes. So obviously I can't see a way Mercedes are going to be portrayed as a bad team in a way during the film. But then other teams are going to be concerned because, say now, let's just say they portrayed Red Bull as like the villains in the film. Red Bull as a brand are not going to be happy with that at all because that's going to look really bad on them as a brand and as a team. Whereas other teams like Mercedes or McLaren or Williams could be getting really good brand exposure from the film. However, Red Bull wouldn't be. So I can see where the concerns are coming from with that, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But it would be quite funny if some teams get good publicity and other teams don't. F1 75 Live season launch discussion thread. Right, this will be interesting, this, because F1 75 did get some mixed reviews, so I actually quite enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And if you want to find out more about what I thought on F1 75 Live, go and watch this video I'll leave in the description. Just meh, in my opinion. Glad I didn't pay to be there. Ramsey was one of the highlights, and that's saying something considering his... whatever that's supposed to say can be tiresome. Overall, came across as more of a Liberty Media crash grab. I disagree with that. The reason why I enjoyed it is because I thought it was F1 trying something a bit different compared to what we normally see. Because, let's be honest, in previous years, when teams reveal their cars, it's usually just like a boring hour of like self-promo, and then some teams will just reveal the same livery they've used for years, like Red Bull, sometimes like McLaren. Other teams will actually change the livery quite often, but most of the time, when F1 teams do their livery reveal on their own, it's just really boring, and it's just an hour of corporate marketing, and no one really wants to watch that. That's why I enjoyed F1 75 Live, because it was something different. It meant teams couldn't spend a whole hour just talking about themselves, bigging themselves up, and just to bore everyone. I apologise, Jack Whitehall. I wasn't familiar with your game. Yeah, I completely... Right, so when I was watching it, and the second I saw Jack Whitehall, I was like, oh, here we go. Some really, really unfunny jokes. But you know what? A lot of them actually were quite funny. He wasn't scared of what to say. Like, when he said Lewis Hamilton looked like a Fortnite character, that's brilliant. And I'd agree, as a Hamilton fan, it's true, he does dress a bit like an idiot. When he tried to gaslight Max Verstappen and George Russell, again, brilliant. Not many other people would have done that. It was very risky, but I feel like without Jack Whitehall there, it would have been a completely different show. There wouldn't have been that much humour, and it probably would have been quite boring. So overall, I'm glad Jack Whitehall was there, even though at first I wasn't, and he definitely added to the show a lot more. Laughing my arse off for booing off the FIA. Yeah, that was absolutely brilliant. When everyone in the crowd booed the FIA, and then a few seconds later, the Ferrari logo came up. Everyone started cheering. I thought that was absolutely brilliant because at the moment, no one likes the FIA. To be honest, I don't think anyone's ever liked the FIA. So for them to get booed, probably the people who might have organised the whole event, was just brilliant. Gordon Ramsay banned from all F1 events until he kneels before Mohammed Ben Salim. I think that's how you say his name. And pays a fine in brackets. Yeah, that's true. So F1 has obviously introduced this swearing ban, yeah? So why are you inviting Gordon Ramsay to a live show, knowing what Gordon Ramsay's like, especially on TV? Get Jack Whitehall to interview him. You're just asking for trouble. If you want to ban swearing, don't get Jack Whitehall to interview Gordon Ramsay on one of your shows because he's obviously going to swear. Right, anyway, let's move on. What's this? What am I meant to be watching here? Jesus. What's going on? Surely that's got to be edited. No way Lewis Hamilton would do something like that in the car. But that doesn't seem very Lewis Hamilton-like. My cat is called Hamilton because it's just as much white as it is black. What? What is that meant to mean? If anyone watching this gets that, let me know in the comments because I genuinely don't understand what that means. I'm probably being an idiot, but yeah. I think Max invented trouble. It's race day, Max. Let's try something new and have a race without trouble. If I speak, I am in big trouble. See you next to George Russell. Yeah, that's brilliant. Max Verstappen did not want to be there. The whole thing, you could tell so easily.
It's ridiculously minted when you book the O2 for an event to announce the colour of a load of cars that are all.
Yeah, he wasn't wrong when he said this either. Because most teams did use the same livery. This Aston Martin reveal was really clever because of the ties they have with James Bond. I thought that was really good and the best livery reveal of the night. I love the James Bond theme as well. I'm not a movie nerd, but the James Bond theme goes really hard. Full entrance. Oh my days, was that entrance so cringeworthy? Like, why are they bringing a street party to the O2? You can tell Verstappen just does not want to be there at all. He hated it. Absolutely hated it. Right? Hello, Valtteri. Mum said it's my turn on the Mercedes. God's sake. That's old. Why is that only being posted 16 days ago? Drive like Prime Senna. Drive like he just touched a car. Stroll. When does Stroll ever drive like he's Prime Senna? What? Yeah, he got a pole position in Turkey in like 2020 or whatever, and he's got a few podiums, but I never see he's drove like Prime Senna. The second one relates to Stroll really well. Drive like he just touched the car. Yes, true. Stroll does not know what he's doing. Why he's still in F1, I don't know. Well, I do know because of his dad. By the way, if you can hear snoring in my background, it's my dog. She's look. Where's she gone? There she is. She's snoring in the background. Shut up, Skylar. Bloody dog. Red Bull situation solving method. You're kicking Checo out, right? Yep. And do you realise Liam has little experience? Yep. It'll be Yuki's 5th season and he beat Liam in quali 6-0. Yes, we know. So it's only natural that you'll go with Yuki. Nope, we're going with Liam. To be honest, I do think Tsunoda should have got put in that Red Bull seat. But I can see why Red Bull went for Lawson. Lawson's got a lot of potential, but we've seen with Red Bull before how they just waste that potential with drivers. Look what they did to Gasly. Look what they did to Albon. They put them in the seats too early, and they had to rebuild their careers from it. To be fair, both of them are still thriving now, but Red Bull really did not help them. I think the reason Tsunoda didn't get put in a Red Bull is because he's not really a Red Bull driver. He's more Honda's driver. And because Red Bull and Honda are going to be parting ways, because Red Bull are partnering with Ford, then Red Bull aren't going to want them links with Yuki anymore. And they clearly don't think he's good enough, which is a shame because I think Yuki Tsunoda is one of the most underrated drivers on the grid and definitely deserves a top seat. I like George, but this is gold. George Russell celebrated his podium before the Mercedes fans attacked. Oh no. Yeah, that's true. Look, I feel like a lot of Mercedes fans were just Hamilton fans. And now that Hamilton's gone to Ferrari, Mercedes will have lost a lot of fans. They'll still have fans, obviously, they will, because they're one of the biggest teams in F1. Me personally, I actually don't know. Like, I'm just a Hamilton fan. I don't support a team. So it's going to be interesting to see Hamilton fans next year. That's really relatable. That is very relatable. I've got no further comment on that. To be fair, I've got a red Mercedes hat that I've worn in some videos, so can that be like a mix between Mercedes and Ferrari? I don't know. Why is Bro looking at her like that? Me when Bro is pricked. Oh, I tell you what, yeah, Danica Patrick is probably the worst pundit F1 has ever seen. Some of her takes are just, they're horrendous. And I tell you one thing though, when Danica Patrick's on panel with Jensen Button, oh, it's brilliant. Jensen Button does not like her at all. Wait there, I'm going to try and get it up actually.
Getting your qualifying in, and
look at his
saw,
face.
obviously with Daniel Ricciardo being able to qualify so far up, he was able to hold them off.
He doesn't want her to be there.
Good for him. It's awesome. He didn't even have.
He is like, what is she talking about? Can she just shut up? That is what he is thinking there. You can be anything you want. They said I could be anything, so I became a plane. Suspiciously cropped cat. God's sake. Oh, why are some people really badly minded? Like, just clear your minds. Stop being dirty, everyone. Just like, no. That's disgusting. A friend of mine hung this at her workplace, laughing my ass off. Carlos has been told not to put you under pressure, so just take care of your tyres. Maybe try in Spanish. This mimight be controversial, but I don't think Leclerc and Sainz actually got on that well as teammates as some people may have thought. Because there were a few times. I think in America, I'm sure there's Mexico. I'm sure Mexico as well. They were not happy with each other at quite a lot of points, especially towards the end of 2024. Obviously, Carlos had nothing to lose. He could do what he wanted, basically. He didn't have to listen to Ferrari if he didn't want to. If Ferrari told him to let Leclerc past, he didn't have to do it because he had a race seat with Williams for the next season, so he didn't have to try and impress other teams to get another seat. Anyway, that's enough F1 Reddit again for one day. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on all these takes in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for the upcoming F1 season so you don't miss any news or videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.